So if you're like me, you've been waiting pretty much years at this point for the arrival of Carnival Mardi Gras. And well, at the date of this recording, she's about 2 weeks away. So I feel like it's important to know what restaurants are on board because there are over 20 restaurants that can be found on board this ship. What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. If you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the cruise industry, you want to stay up to date with some cruise news, cruise vlogs, and maybe even some ship tours, make sure you subscribe down below. Carnival Mardi Gras was ordered back in 2016. It was about when these ships first came to be. And over the years, we've been leading up to this point. We're finally about 2 weeks away from the arrival of this incredible brand new ship from Carnival Cruise Line. The ship looks amazing. She's absolutely massive. She pretty much just dwarfs the entire Vista class ships. It's pretty funny, actually. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the dining options on board this ship because there are over 20 options you can find on board this ship. And some of these are paid and some of these are not paid. So I will differentiate each one. I will say whether or not these are paid dining or complimentary dining or like included dining basically. So first off, we have Emils Bistro, $13.96. This restaurant will really fit the Mardi Gras theme as it's pretty much like Creole Cajun food with authentic bayou flavors from New Orleans. So very fitting for Mardi Gras. Like fried oysters, barbecue shrimp, duck and sausage gumbo, po' boys. Next up, we have one of my favorites. It's Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse and Brewhouse. This is basically Guy Fieri's version of the Guy's Burger joint, except it's a barbecue joint, basically, and it's its own specialty restaurant. And the cool thing at this is that on the Carnival Vista, they had the Red Frog Rum Bar that had the brewery on board as well. And starting on the horizon, they turned that area into the Smokehouse Brewhouse. So this barbecue restaurant has its own little brewery built into the restaurant, basically. So that is really, really neat. This is some of the best barbecue out at sea. I loved this. I did this several times whenever I was on the Carnival Horizon a couple years ago. I absolutely recommend it. It is fantastic barbecue. And the Smokehouse Brewhouse is available for lunch and dinner. For lunch, it is complimentary, and for dinner, it is a paid dining restaurant. So if you are wanting to eat there for dinner, you do have to make a reservation, and you are going to pay for that food. But again, for lunch, it's completely free. Next up, we have Chibang. From what the website says, this is a Mexican and Chinese traditional foods restaurant, so very interesting that they're kind of mixing the two of those. And this is a additional cost restaurant and is available for lunch and dinner. Next up, we have the Carnivals Kitchen, which originally debuted on Panorama, the third Vista class ship. Carnival Kitchen is basically like a specialty restaurant, but at the same time, you kind of take classes and you're basically cooking the food yourself. You have somebody there like teaching you how to, just like cooking skills and stuff like that, which seems really neat. That is at an additional cost and is no age restriction on that. So definitely looks really interesting. Next up on the list, we have Rudis Sea Grill, which seems to be a seafood restaurant on board. This one actually shows prices, so adults would be $38 and kids would be $12 a piece. And of course, this is from Rudy Sotomin. He is a master chef, so lots of famous chefs having their own restaurants on board these ships are Emils and Guy Fieri and all of them. So very interesting, but yeah, this seems to be a seafood restaurant, so you can get stuff like seafood bisque, lobster tail, stuff like that. This next one is included. We have Shaqs Big Chicken. This is the first time and the first ship to have it. Carnival Radiance, that is still not Carnival Radiance yet, will have this as well. But so Mardi Gras is going to be the first one to debut this restaurant on board. Like I said, this is included. And this is basically just a chicken and wings shack, basically. Almost like Guy's Burgers, except for chicken, is what it seems like. And it is, offered from Shaquille O'Neal, the Chief Fun Officer of Carnival Cruise Line. So very interesting, and like I said, Carnival Mardi Gras will be the first one to have this on board. Banzai Takinyaki is another really good restaurant on board. It is a Japanese hibachi restaurant where they cook the food right in front of you on those grills, which is really, really cool. The videos you're seeing here are from the Carnival Mardi Gras, the exact same thing. So this will be on board the Mardi Gras as well. This is an additional cost. This shows that adults are $32 and no price is shown for kids. And of course, we're not going to forget the iconic Guy's Burger joint on board Carnival Cruise Line, loved by me and almost every other Carnival cruiser. These are some fantastic burgers. So if you've never been on Carnival, I would definitely try some of these out. The Guy's Burger Joint has finally made its way across the entire Carnival Cruise Line fleet, and of course is included in your cruise fare, so you don't have any additional charge for Guy's Burger Joint. And same thing with Blue Iguana Cantina. This is a kind of a Mexican style restaurant, or not restaurant, but basically you can make your own burritos and stuff like that, tacos, and just like little foods like that. They serve it to you. Pretty much, it's like a burrito bar almost. It's really good. And they even do breakfast there, so you can get like breakfast burritos, which is awesome. Cucina Del Capitano. This is one of my absolute favorite. Of course, again, you're seeing the footage of Cucina Del Capitano on the Carnival Horizon that was just recently on. This is the specialty Italian restaurant on board. This one shows it will be an extra $15 for adults and $5 for kids. This is a traditional Italian restaurant. Most of the servers and everybody like that are Italian. So it's really kind of got a little bit of an authentic feel, or as authentic as you can get. So it is definitely very good. I definitely recommend it. I usually try to go at least once whenever I go on a Carnival cruise ship that has this restaurant on board. Because honestly, $15 is a pretty great deal for the food you're getting too. Because that's cheap for a specialty restaurant. Next up, we have pizza delivery. This is a new thing from Carnival Cruise Line. They're doing pizza deliveries, where basically it's almost like room service. With this, basically you can order a pizza on the Carnival Hub app, and you can have it delivered either to your stateroom or wherever you're at on board the ship, which is really interesting. I mean, it's a very long walk from deck 8 to deck 12 or wherever the pizza place is on board Carnival. But you know, if you're just feeling super lazy but you're craving a pizza, I've had plenty of those days. This is a great option for you. You can have it delivered right to you. I forgot to mention, but Pizzeria Del Capitano is obviously included with this pizza delivery service. That's where the pizza comes from. But Pizzeria Del Capitano is free complimentary pizza, like it always has been, 24/7. But the pizza delivery is charged. Another included restaurant is Street Eats. This is very similar to the Big Chicken from Shaq. This is also going to be debuting on the Carnival Mardi Gras as well. This is basically going to be like a food truck themed little venue on board. But it's going to be basically like food truck foods like Philly cheesesteaks, fries, and things like that, which sounds amazing. I need to try that. Next up, we have Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse. This is obviously a additional charge, $38 for adults and $12 for kids. This is the specialty steakhouse on board the ship. Very, very good food. I mean, if you're looking for a very fancy and very upscale restaurant on board a Carnival ship, definitely try to come here at least once. Next up, we have the main dining room. Obviously, this is included. This is where you're basically going to be. This is, well, the main dining room. So if you're not going to be going into any of these specialty restaurants, this is likely where you're going to be eating your main, dinner during dinner time and things like that. During breakfast, a few days during the cruise, they do have the green eggs and ham breakfast. This is the Dr. Seuss themed breakfast, so that's really, really good. The main dining room is included, like I said, but the green eggs and ham breakfast is an additional charge, which is $6 for adults and kids. Next up is the Seafood Shack. If you are craving seafood and you don't mind the additional charge, this is definitely some food for you. I'm not a seafood fan, but I hear really great things about this. Right outside Banzai Takinyaki, we have the Banzai Sushi on board. So this is basically just like a regular sushi bar. That is an additional cost. We also have, for an additional cost, we have the chef's table. This is almost like a VIP dining experience where you get to have dinner with the master executive chef on board the ship that day. The price ranges from $75 to $95 and is for guests that are 12 and up. And to justify the purchase, if you're going to do this, I have not personally tried this, but you do get really nice entrees, appetizers, desserts, and everything that is on the menus for this are not found on the regular dining menu. So this is a exclusive menu for this. So you will not find this food anywhere else on the ship, which is really neat. Sea Day Brunch is one of my favorites. This is one that I always make a point to go to. Every Sea Day on every Carnival cruise ship, they do a Sea Day Brunch, which has its own special menu. So good. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it. I always make a point. Every Sea Day, I go to the Sea Day Brunch. This one's not much of a restaurant, but it is a cafe. We have the Java Blue Cafe. It's a little coffee bar, basically. All right, so that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I think I got everything. But let me know what your thoughts are on all these restaurants on board Carnival Mardi Gras. There's a lot of things to eat on board this ship. Let me know which restaurant you're most excited for, which one you would love to try out. And like I said, we are counting down the days. Mardi Gras' debut is now just 2 weeks away from the day of recording this. So some of you that are watching this, maybe you're coming up on your cruise on Mardi Gras, or maybe you just got off the Mardi Gras. Let me know what your thoughts are down below on all these. And anyways, if you want to stay up to date with the latest cruise news, some cruise vlogs, and ship tours, we do have a cruise coming up on Mariner of the Seas in just about a month and a half, 2 months. So definitely stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.